Rigathi Gachagua is currently in the UK, as you can see in these images. Now, in this video, I want us to dissect a critical speech that Gachagua gave yesterday while in the UK. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number one, believe it or not, when Maandamano started, the president of Kenya ran off to attend the World Urban Forum at Baku, Azerbaijan. And the cowardice is not even the main issue here. The main issue is the lavish wastage of funds. Because guess what? He used a private jet that cost 5 million Kenya shillings per hour. That's 5 million whether it's in the sky or in the hangar. So that's roughly 120 million Kenya shillings per day. And the president isn't even back yet. Just listen to this.
When the country is burning, despite having been properly briefed that there are problems and Kenya will come to a standstill, he left on an overseas trip in a private jet, I am told the most luxurious in the world, where you are paying 5 million shillings per hour. That jet that he left with is the epitome of luxury, with a full bedroom and a massage parlor and a spa with a jacuzzi, steam, sauna, and the massage parlor has 4 girls from Seychelles. He is enjoying when Kenyans are struggling in the air.
Now, in case you're wondering what the interior of that plane looks like, here it is. And while the president is enjoying his massage in the air, this is a report that's currently reaching Kenyans, and I quote. This is from Money Academy Kenya, and it reads, President William Ruto's administration has just borrowed 2.6 trillion in domestic debt, pushing it from 4.4 trillion to 7 trillion since taking office. Now that's domestic debt. Here's the cumulative total on both ends of the divide. Kenya's public debt has hit 12.8 trillion for the first time ever. Domestic debt is 7 trillion. External debt is 5.8 trillion. So we are breaking records here, guys. 12.8, that's where we are as a country. Na hiyo yote ni sababu ya hii soft life ya Ruto ya massage kwa hewa. Number 2, apparently Dennis Itumbi has really been misbehaving of late. For instance, do you know that Itumbi currently works from Mwai Kibaki's personal office? You heard that right. A mere blogger is sitting in Kibaki's chair as he listens to BN and Savara the whole day. Just listening to this.
And you can't believe it, that the office that was purchased by government for retired President Mwai Kibaki, the 3rd president of the Republic of Kenya, the greatest president Kenya has ever had, that office where Kibaki used to sit is where Dennis Itumbi is sitting. He is sitting on the chair Mwai Kibaki was sitting on. He is using the office that was being occupied by Mwai Kibaki. What disrespect to Mwai Kibaki and to the people of Kenya, that a blogger has been allocated the office that was occupied by the 3rd president of the Republic of Kenya. And that is where the PSs and the CEOs of parastatals are being summoned by Dennis Itumbi. And he calls the president and puts him on speakerphone and says, I have told them your message. They are preparing.
In addition to that, a time like now when Ruto is out of the country, Itumbi is the one who's been left in charge. Not even Kindiki, the deputy president of the republic. Not my words, just listening to Rigiji.
A blogger is the one in charge of government, not Kindiki. When Ruto goes out of the country, he leaves Dennis Itumbi in charge. And you saw yesterday, the CS National Treasury is a very senior cabinet secretary with executive powers. But the meeting he is in is being chaired by Dennis Itumbi. Ordinarily, that meeting should have been chaired by the deputy president, the fake one. Or, at least, the head of the public service, Felix Kosgei. But William Ruto, because of despising the people of Kenya, designates a blogger, Dennis Itumbi, to chair a meeting to unlock a crisis in his country when he is wallowing in luxury, in private jets, being massaged in air. That is the kind of joke that we have in our country. I want to ask the PSs and this.
In all honesty, I don't hate Itumbi. There is no problem with him occupying Kibaki's office or him chairing meetings where there's CSs in that same meeting. However, before he can do those things, he needs to first be qualified. Let Ruto impeach Kindiki, install Itumbi as the deputy president, then all this that we are hearing will now make sense. kusikia Kindiki anachea mkutano ambayo yuko na waziri wa treasury, kusikia Kindiki ana summon heads of parastatals. It will now all make sense, but for now it does not make sense. Anywho, still on Itumbi, who is now the de facto deputy president of Kenya, he has been given the task of raising 1 billion Kenya shillings. For what? For roads? For expansion of the electric grid? No, for the Olkalau by-election. Here's the tip.
That Dennis Itumbi is harassing them to raise a billion shillings to fund the Olkalau by-election. And every PS from the mountain has been forced to produce 20 million shillings to go and fund Olkalau by-election. Every CEO from the mountain has been asked to give 30 million shillings to fund the Olkalau by-election. And they are crying because they had to borrow similar amounts for the Bere by-election. Because these PSs and CEOs are arguing that ordinarily they would look for this money from contractors. But they cannot. William Ruto is the one who gives all the businesses to their state departments and their state corporations and deals with the contractors directly. So these PSs, these CEOs cannot ask for money from any contractor because they are dealing directly from William Ruto. So from Bere, they had to borrow the money from their friends. They are yet to pay. Now they are being intimidated. Dennis Itumbi has summoned them to an office.
And that's why this country doesn't do so well. Tuko na viongozi washenzi. People are not thinking. You want to raise 1 billion for a small by-election juu hutaki aibu ya kupoteza in Olkalau. A mature politician is somebody who's willing to lose one election, or several for that matter, but maendeleo inaendelea during their tenure. Whether they get a second term or not, the people of Kenya have progressed. Na hata yule anakuja akipata 2 term ama 1 term with the same mentality, akitoka hata after hiyo 1 term, Kenya has progressed. It's for Kenya to progress, not your ego. You know, when you use money to do anything, you are just a fool. The president and his people want to win in Olkalau through bribing people. The same way kuna watu hawana lugha, hawana Kiswahili, they want to win a beautiful woman through kutumia pesa. Unamfanyia shopping ya 30,000, unamlipia nyumba. That is simpish behavior. We don't want it in politics. Enda katia wananchi, enda waambie kile utawafanyia, and if they want to move with you, they'll move with you. Money does not solve everything. In fact, it is the root of all evil as per the Bible. But let me not get too much into that. There's a different fora for that one. Now do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And with that, here's today's ad of the day. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.